Hello, welcome to my reading teacher. We are back to the Puppets of Spelhorst. We're going to be on chapter 25, and I have three fabulous students down here who are going to help me with the singing. So I have Penelope and Ellie and Christopher. Chapter 25. Jane Twittem raised the girl puppet above the table. Martha raised the boy. The boy, said Emma, believed that he was destined for heroic things, and so he said to the girl. Here Emma paused and waited. Martha, she hissed. Martha cleared her throat. She said, you and I are happy, but your parents do not think I am worthy of you. I will prove myself to them, to you, to everyone. I will go to sea. I will do great things. Then I will return to you. Don't be ridiculous, said the girl. You are happy here. We are happy together. And that itself is a great thing. And I agree. Being happy is a very important thing. Yes, yes, but I will prove to everyone that I am extraordinary and that I have a great destiny. And that is one of my favorite adjectives, extraordinary. Just as he spoke those words about destiny, said Emma, an owl appeared. Here there came some shuffling and a small pause as Jane Twittem worked to get the owl puppet facing the right way, up high above the table. The owl, said Emma, spoke great words of wisdom, as owls occasionally will. Occasionally, thought the owl, and then Jane Twittem was flapping his wings and speaking for him in a deep and sad voice. Leave, said the owl, and you will only regret it. And here is a picture of the owl speaking those words of wisdom, saying, don't leave, you're going to regret if you leave. The owl felt a shiver go through him. What wise words! And who had spoken them? He had. The owl flapped his wings and disappeared from the stage. But the boy did not listen, and anyway, he did not believe in speaking owls, said Emma. And so he did not heed the wise words of the owl. So if you heed someone's advice, you listen to their advice. He did not listen to the advice. He did not heed the advice. He did not listen either to the girl who loved him. He left. Emma cleared her throat, and she said the words again. He left. Oh, right. Sorry, muttered Martha. I'm off to prove myself, Martha shouted from the boy. I am off to sail the 7 seas and become a hero. She lowered the boy puppet from the stage, and then it was just the girl puppet alone, looking out at the audience. The girl could see the faces of the people. She could see the blue walls of the room, and the tall windows that looked out to the darkness. In the black sky beyond the windows, there were a few pinpricks of light, stars. It's so beautiful, thought the girl. I wonder what will happen next. Jane Twittem started to sing.
You will go and I will stay. That is how the story goes. You will search for glory and fame. You will leave and I will stay. But fate plays tricks, there could come a day when you search for me and find me gone. Still you go and I will stay.
Perfect. Thank you, singers. That was great. Jane Twittem's voice filled the room. I'm singing, thought the girl puppet. We're singing together. When the song was done, Jane Twittem lowered the girl from the stage, and there came a great and thunderous clap as Emma beat together 2 pan lids. She set down the lids, then picked up the king in his wizard cap and had him take the stage. Where, said the wizard, is the boy who leaves to seek his destiny and do great things? Emma gave Martha a kick. Martha raised the boy puppet above the stage. Hark, you, thundered the wizard. There is now a curse upon your head. When you set a foot on dry land, you will die of a broken heart. Oh no, that is a horrible curse. And when will it happen? When he steps on dry land. Emma lowered the wizard. Martha lowered the boy. And again, Emma slammed the lids of the pans together so it would be a super loud clapping noise. The room was suddenly terribly quiet. It was as if everyone were holding their breath. As Emma stood, she walked to the front of the table. The end of Act 2, she said. Behind the table, Martha said to Jane Twittem, this is pretty good fun. Jane Twittem's eyes were open very wide. She was staring past Martha, past the walls of the room, as if she were looking out to sea. Leave and you will only regret, thought the owl. Those are the words I spoke. They are deeply meaningful words. They sound almost like poetry. Yes, thought the king in his wizard cap. A wizard is quite a powerful persona. Lo, I have placed a curse upon someone's head. As for the boy, he thought, now I will go to sea and become a hero. In the body and soul of the girl puppet, the song she had sung with Jane Twittem still reverberated. So reverberated means vibrated. So I got out this really cool tool. It's a musical key, and it shows you how vibrations work. So I want you to listen really carefully when I strike it. Oh, let me get it. I don't know if you can see it moving. Even when you can barely see it, you know there's sound because when you touch it, the sound stops. So I'm going to go around later and show my students. When it's vibrating a lot, you can hear just kind of a dull noise in the background, but not really hear much. You have to have really good ears. But as soon as you stop the vibrations, all noise stops. It's a pretty interesting thing. So that's called reverberated. She could feel each word of it, each note, and she could see in her mind's eye the stars in the night sky, too, each face in the audience. And the wolf on her side on the floor. She wondered if she would have a chance to attack someone again before the story ended. She certainly hoped so. Her teeth, after all, were well and truly sharp, if a bit crooked. You remember why they're crooked? Because they got pulled out and put back in, so they're not perfect. All right, the end of chapter 25. Thank you for listening. Thank you to my amazing singers, and check back in with us for chapter 26.